All right, fellas, we are back into the stream here. We have decided to go ahead and stream again because there were people talking to me about just the other day. They're talking, hold on, let me while I'm talking, I'll do something else in the background really quickly because I realize this is very bland without any music. But yeah, so I was talking to someone in my comment section. They were like, yo, you should do a banner prediction. And I was like, okay, I don't really want to make a video on that because I feel like that could be just a waste. But then I was like, well, then there was someone asking me about team building. I was like, okay, so why don't I just make that a giant stream going over rotations and team building and banner predictions? We're gonna do all of that today before we head out. Lots of valuable information for you guys today. I hope you guys find it useful. Of course, we will piece this stuff up and put this on the VODs channel. And not only that, we will also go ahead and, make clips about this. We're going to make sure that you guys have enough content to feast off of. But you know what? Instead of doing this, I'm going to do this. There we go. Alrighty. Let me turn this down though. This side. There we go. Now we're cooking. We are cooking. We are cooking. Alrighty, guys. So first we're starting with the banner prediction. I think it's the easiest thing to get out of the way. And I think it's the most simple thing. So here's the thing we have to consider here, right? Is this going to be a normal banner? And what I mean by that is this going to be a 10 featured pity banner? Is this going to be a 7 featured banner with no pity? Or is it going to be a 7 featured with pity? I think it's probably still going to be the first one. I don't know if they're going to go away from the pity format, even with the manga characters being released at the same time. So I don't think this is actually going to hinder how many Super Saiyan 4 Goku is going to release. And I could be wrong, right? And I think we can look at a good example of this. Let me pull up Mini Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta's banner. I think that'll also give us an idea of what we are to expect on this banner, because this is a pity banner. This also had 10 featured. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I would still expect this to model that. I still expect this to be a proper pity banner. With that being the case, we know that this spot is going to be Mini Super Saiyan 4 Goku, and we know this spot is going to be the Mini Piccolo. So now that leaves us into the Cell spot. Who is going to be the returning Dokkan Fest from 2025 this year? In fact, I think there's going to be multiple Dokkan Fest from this year we're going to see. I think the first thing we're going to talk about here is AGL Kid Goku. I think AGL Kid Goku returns on this banner. This would be his first banner since, of course, Sand Day, and it makes sense for him to return here. So I would say AGL Kid Goku makes a ton of sense, especially on a Mini Super Saiyan 4 Goku banner. I would expect him to return. Here, now, and here's the thing too, is that the only one I see outside of Daima stuff? Probably so, because here I would say Buhan is most likely going to be the Mini Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. Then I think Slug and Scatter Vegeta are both going to be the Mini Daima Super Saiyan Goku, and then the Glorio. Then I think we're going to see on these two spots down here the AGL Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta and the STR Super Saiyan 4 Goku. All right. Now, these last two units are interesting to me because I don't know how they're going to approach this. And the reason why I say this is it depends on who they are easying in this celebration. If they are planning on easying the New Year's LRs, Orange Piccolo and Ultimate Gohan LRs, these two will be the last spots, will be those two LRs. And it would make it a very good banner. It lost value to LRs, Mini Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Kid Goku, all the Daima units, the Super Saiyan 4 Super Easy A's, right? That'd be a heck of a banner, right? That'd be a very impactful banner. So that's my first prediction, would be something similar to that format because of the fact that I do think the superhero LRs will EZA here. Now let's just go into the ultimatum that does not happen. Well, then that's going to bring me to Hold up, fellas, we are having issues. Think we're back? Think we're back. All right, fellas, we're back. I don't know what happened. The internet just dropped. All right, so yeah, I think that there's a high chance that this is what we see. Now, if we don't see that, then we're going to have to look at AGL Kid Gohan, since he is a upcoming EZA, right? You have him coming up, so he would make a lot of sense here too. And then, of course, as well, hold on, I forgot to add the Discord server. All right, sorry, I forgot to add the Discord server. I've been live for 6 minutes and then no one's in here for some reason, and that'd be it. All right, so my second option would be the AGL Kid Gohan. Also fits the mini theme going on here. That would also work. And then you could put Tao on this banner. Tao and Kid Goku on the same banner would be interesting. You also could put Path to Power on this banner if you really wanted to just have him back on a banner. I think as well, if we're gonna look at upcoming EZAs, right? Let's look first at like just here on the upcoming EZA stuff. You know, is there any other demonic power or pure sands? Could TEQ Bardock also be on this banner? Like if they did AGL Kid Gohan, could we see TEQ Bardock instead as well with him to replace the two LRs? I think that's a possibility as well. So I think let's see here. Is there any super EZAs we could see here for demonic power? I mean, you do have the like Journey to the West Kid Gohan LR. Maybe you could do him, but outside of that, not really. So my prediction would be, just to get it all out there, there's two options. I think the first one is the one I'm gonna go with. Mini Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Mini Piccolo, AGL Kid Goku, Mini Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, Mini Super Saiyan Goku, Glorio, LR Fizz Ulton, LR Tech Orange Piccolo, Super EZA Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Super EZA Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. That would be my prediction. I don't know if that's the case. That's just my prediction. The other alternative would be these two would be Bardock and Kid Gohan, if they don't want to do the LRs on this band, and it is instead those two EZA. That is possible as well, but Mini Super Saiyan 4 Goku is semi a special celebration, so we will see what they do with that. Outside of that, I don't really have much else to talk about in terms of banner predictions, but I do think that we are going to know who the EZAs are going to be very, very quickly, just because, again, with the baby banner, there was no DFE EZAs the entire celebration, so it made sense that no one on this banner, you know, had an EZA, so it didn't really matter. Like, no one's like, oh, we're getting the Super 17 EZA or whatever. Like, you know, they didn't put anyone on here that was DFE EZA because we never got that. If there is going to be some DFE EZAs in the celebration, it's a pattern. They always throw the unit on the banner. So I would imagine that is what we're going to see. Outside of main celebrations, of course, I mean, we've seen this over and over and over and over again. So, you know, that's what I would say in terms of what to expect here. for that. All right.